It's good to be back. Hey guys, Marco here, and I know, it's been a while, but that's why I'm back, because we gotta catch up. How's the wife, the kids? Deborah still making that mean meatloaf? Yeah? Well, that's good. That's good. Yeah? Oh, that's great. Alright, now that we're caught up, let's get on to why we're actually here. What seems like a really long time ago, I made a series called Over and Under, where I take a look at all of Hollywood's different aspects, whether it be movies, directors, actors, and give you my take on whether it's overrated or underrated. And with Edgar Wright's newest film, Baby Driver, I figured why not take a look at one of Hollywood's most underrated directors. That's right, this guy, the director of the Cornetto trilogy and Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. Yeah, I watched the Cornetto trilogy a while back, but I watched Scott Pilgrim for the first time, and after that I really got back into the Edgar Wright momentum. So with all this Edgar Wright creativity and energy just flowing around me, I figured I gotta put it into a video for you guys. You're welcome. Alright, first things first, one of the many aspects that I think stands Edgar Wright above from every other director in Hollywood at the moment is his creativity. This witty, explosive, creative style really turns Edgar Wright into its own genre. You know how everyone says every director kind of has to find their style? Well, Edgar Wright definitely found it with Shaun of the Dead and just kept rolling with it every movie onward. And that's what I, along with many other people, love about him, is that there's nobody else in Hollywood like him. With all these movies being pushed out left, right, and center nowadays, it doesn't feel like the quality is there anymore. It's more about quantity. And it's honestly sad. What great directors like Edgar Wright will do is take quality over quantity. Sure, if they can only make one great movie every 2-3 years, that's better than putting out mediocre crap every single day. And I know what you're saying. Hollywood's a business. Every movie's made to make money. Blah, 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 blah.
This is boring. Delete.
But to see a director like Edgar Wright, where making movies is his job, yet he's able to put his heart, soul, and all his wit into any project he does, it just makes it that much better than all the other stuff. Now, you've heard me mention his directing style and all his techniques, but what really defines the Edgar Wright genre? To me, it's witty, it's energetic, it's fast-paced, and so much more. But by far, one of my favorite aspects about Edgar Wright is how much he's able to do with just the camera. You know, being the giant nerd that I am, I do find videos on the internet every once in a while, and I found this really great one that I suggest to any Edgar Wright fan, or anyone who really likes analyzing movies. Every Frame a Painting, great channel by the way, check him out. But they did a video on Edgar Wright and visual comedy as a whole, and how a lot of American comedies are just people sitting in a room just like this talking. And yes, these dialogue jokes can be funny, but it's not even pushing the limits of what you can do with visual comedy, or comedy in general. What Edgar Wright does so well is that he makes all of the senses appreciate the comedy. Whether it be transitions from one scene to another, synchronized fights with the music like in Shaun of the Dead, Edgar Wright is constantly pushing the cinematic possibilities and abilities that you can do with just the camera. And you know what the icing on the cake to that is? Is that although he does have that visual comedy and it strikes every single time, he's also a freaking amazing writer. That's another thing I don't think many people appreciate is the script, the writing. A great filmmaker once said there's 3 important things to every single movie: the script, and the script. And because Edgar Wright is able to helm such a tight, cohesive, witty, and smart script, his movies pay off. And yes, the visuals, the laughs, the action, that bathroom scene in The World's End. Oh, so good! All of this is great. It's a great little smorgasbord for you to just nibble on. But to have all those things and have awesome, interesting, and more complex characters than you initially imagined, it's just, I don't even know how to explain it. You see what I'm trying to say here? You get my point. A lot of Hollywood movies nowadays have one of the 15 things I mentioned so far in this video. Edgar Wright and his style, his directing, his films, have all of them in one. Every single film. That's why he's the best. Every single movie that this guy's directed has just been incredible. How many directors can you actually say that for? And I know he's only done like 4 or 5, but still, that's an impressive feat to say the least. As an aspiring filmmaker myself, I look up to many directors. David Fincher, Steven Spielberg, Quentin Tarantino, Christopher Nolan, I look up to them all. But if there's one that just inspires me to just let it all go, to just be creative and have fun with film, it's gotta be Edgar Wright. When you're not only a top-notch filmmaker, but also inspiring people like myself and all the other filmmakers or wannabe filmmakers in the world, you gotta give him credit. What more can you say? Thank you all for watching. Those are my thoughts. If you have any of your own, let me know in the comments down below. And until next time, I'm Marco Pereira. Ciao for now. Nothing really matters. I wanna be now.